I want to go deeper, deeper and deeper in ourselves, and go to your inner knowing and ask your guidance to show more light on your new spiritual path, this path of helping and healing other people. So we go into the stairway up into the light, open ourselves as much as possible, and reach this point where you know about your journey, where you know about what you had to come to do and to deal with in this life. So feel this light and bright light going through you, and allow yourself to raise into this vibration, to this love and knowing. And now connect with all your guides and the angels and the archangels. And be in this circle of light. And feel and sense all the vibrations and the energy. Feel you are supported. And listen to this purpose of what's your life going to be, or how you can heal in order to feel this purpose even more, this need of purpose, this need of being in service. So I now lend your lips to your guides to speak to you about what is of service and what is of help for yourself. So please lend her lips. So Roslyn will know and feel supported in whatever decision she needs to make. Who am I talking to?
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Can you guide us in the quest how to be of service, to be of help, to live this meaningful life she always wanted to live?
She always wants to fix everything.
Yes.
She is a good soul.
Yes. She is.
She needs to concentrate more.
Concentrate.
There's some books that she has had that she's learning. She needs to look into the soul retrieval. And she needs to make sure she knows about how the soul speaks. Fragmentations.
Yes.
and of difference when it comes to auditory. Listening carefully
Mm-hmm.
because there are times that they will speak different ways. Just listen,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's visual, whether it's auditory, whether
Yes.
it's kinetics.
Mm-hmm.
See what she's saying, see what they're saying, and
Mm-hmm.
pick up on the meaning of what they're saying.
Yes.
There are people that do need her help, and she will be able to help them. Rosalind's too busy trying to make sure that she can take a look at all angles
Mm-hmm.
instead of just letting it go and doing it. She wants to be able to
Mm-hmm.
just study everything, but there's no time to study everything.
No.
She just needs to experience it, that's all. Because
Yes.
it will come through. We will help her.
Yes. How can she get those people to come to her? Because sometimes it's a long wait to get the people who needs help.
Well, she's doing the Zoom also.
Mm-hmm.
Once she continues and gives her cards out, then she'll be able to get more clientele.
Yes.
But she needs to be assertive and she needs to put herself out there and not be afraid. She knows this, not to be afraid, because fear is what stops everyone from doing things, and there's no reason.
Yes.
Fear,
Yes.
fear is not good.
Yes.
That's just you saying something's going to happen before it actually happens.
Yes.
It's because you're putting it visually there, heartfully there, mentally there. And that's why it happens.
So be
Sure.
fearless.
Yes.
Great.
Stops many people from doing things in every way. You gotta learn to trust yourself. You gotta learn to take a look at your heart. What's in there? What's it telling you?
Has enough energy to start this business or this. That's not a real business, but it's an expression of herself. How can she get enough energy and courage to do all this wonderful work?
Yes.
What will make her more energetic and motivated and um, ready to be there, eager to go on?
She needs to trust herself. She needs to know that she has what it takes. She's a good person with people and she has a heart on her sleeves.
Yes.
And she needs to know that she's with us and we will lead her. And she knows a lot and she's read a lot. So she's ready for this.
And she's a very loving woman, and her heart is in a very good place.
Yeah.
And
She's
she has a
worked.
very good team. Can you tell her more about the team and where to look for and how to receive easily when she works, and I think she knows already a bit, but is there something you can advise her to make it even easier and more worthwhile?
Her team's been with her for a very long time. They've been different lifetimes together. And there are times that she goes back into different dimensions in which she helps them or coaxes them, or they will help her in this dimension or in the fifth dimension, whatever dimension she's in. But right now, they're, she's she's more the fifth dimension, but she's bouncing sometimes back to the third dimension. And in the fifth dimension, she has ascended, although when you're in the third dimension, moving up because it's a holographic and you're a spirit, you will see things in so many ways. Your conscious self is there because it's known how many lives it's lived, and it will push you through and it will teach you exactly what you need to do, what you have to say. You just need to know that you're a co creator and you co create anything and everything. And Source is with you. And she does have her guides. She's lived with them in many lifetimes. In this physical world that she's in right now, we can assist her from far away. And we have, as well as you have your guides as well.
Thank you. That's very kind to tell me. I'm gonna come back for that later. I'm very happy. So, actually, Roslyn asked herself also about probably who was speaking now. Maybe she would want to know. Is it possible to tell who you are?
I am all that I am. I am the beginning of life and the ending of life.
You're the creator.
I am the creator. I am what you call, I guess other people call me God. But I'm known by so many people, so many names. Universe, let's say.
Yes.
Source.
But I here just start with all there is, the beginner of all there is.
I am that I am. Yes.
Yes. So I think Roslyn would want to know how she can call you, because it's probably a very personal thing to call someone by name. What would be for her the best way to contact you and to speak to you?
Looking into your heart,
Yes.
seeing that you're free, that you're fresh, that you see the light in your purest moment. Just feel, you feel me inside you, because I am inside you. I am everywhere. We are everywhere. We're not alone. You have so many guides watching you from all over. You're never alone. I send them there so that you would never be alone. And this is for everyone. You're never alone. You are never alone.
Why do so many people feel sometimes so lost and so alone? Is it because they look at a different angle, at the wrong angle, or is it because they want to experience everything? How does it come that people are sometimes so lost?
Well, first of all, you have to feel. You have to feel. you've been given different situation issues where it makes you think, because you are a God also. You are me in physical form, living a life, learning, seeing what it's like, going through different things, and teaching me what it's like to be human. I can see all things, but I'd like to see it through your eyes, through your feelings. I will only know by you. And they feel lost because they put it there. They're never alone. They don't look for someone. You're not lost. You're only putting things there and making yourself feel lost. What are you missing? What makes you that way? What's the meaning of lost for you? What do you sense from that? Who made you feel lost? How did you feel this way? Why? People feel lost because they're so used to walking away from other people, or they want to be alone and they don't know why.
Mhm.
You have so many guides and you're never alone. You're always thinking you're doing things by yourself, but you're not. We're there when you wake up in the morning. I make sure the sun is out for you. I make sure it's on your brow. I make sure the birds are out, the breeze. I make sure that you have water, that you are taken care of, that you have all that you need, for you're never without, for you have so much. Lost. Lost is not a positive thing. Lost is not positive, it's a negative thing. So, what do you do about taking that loss and changing that loss into something positive?
It's
There's a
changing. It's changing
yes,
perspective. Is it changing perspectives?
yes. If you look at yourself in the mirror, can the mirror change or can you change?
Yes.
You're
It's
the
a,
only one that can change things. So if you don't like to feel lost, and you or whoever doesn't like to feel lost, what do they have to do? You have
change
to
it.
change. You have to know that you're worthy of all things. You have to know that I put you here and you have everything. You have to change those thoughts, because only the negative, the dark, when you're in dark, you see yourself lost. Put light in there.
Right.
Lost. What makes a person lost is the question. What does lost mean in their life? Is it really lost, or who taught them to be lost?
Yes. We accept lust. Because we put light in place.
Mhm. You put light, and how do you put light? How do you change it? There's only a good and there's a bad. Like they say, darkness and light. So you have to decide, what do you want? Every day is a test. Every day you smile. Every day you have health. Every day your lungs are working without you even doing anything about it. Every day your heart is pulsing, palpitating, working. Every day your cells change as you breathe in air. Your blood becomes oxygenated. So you have oxygenated cells running through your veins, through your artery, through the smallest capillary. And yet Yet, I love you. And every day you have a chance to change, for you can walk, and you can feel, and you can jump, and you can think, and you can sense, and you're aware and awake. Only you can change. I love you so much, and I've never stopped. How will you know the love? How will you feel the love inside? How will you accept the love that you are?
Yes.
You're here because I wanted you to be here. Because you make a difference in everybody's life. There's only good and bad. And if you feel bad about it, change it. Turn it around. Feel good about it. How are you going to change it? There's so much to you, so much to know in everyone's life. But they put those blockages there. Those are blockages. Why put the blockage there? Release the blockage. Burn it. Turn it on fire. Release it.
Thank you. I've now this question to you. How can Roslyn release some blockages she still feels in her life? What's the best to start with? Because there must be always many, but what would bring real change in Roslyn's life? What blockages does she still believes in and should she see from another angle?
She needs to stop making everybody first. She needs to stop making everybody go first.
Mhm.
But she also wants to be there for all of them. And she knows she needs to do something, so she needs to push herself more.
Yes.
If she
So,
wants to do what she needs to do, then she has to push herself and close her mind to other people's needs.
she really wants to know with this healing, she really wants to feel joy by her passion and her knowing.
Well, what she is doing is she has so many books that she's reading all at the same time because she wants to read and she wants to learn more and more and more. And she never stops because there's something else that comes out and she wants to read more about that and she just needs to put out more cards will help her and she'll be able to become the person she wants to be in helping and assisting.
Yes. So,
And
yes.
and she will be able to do this. Healing is something that everyone needs to do. And now with COVID and so many deaths and not knowing what direction to go, people need help. People need help and they need to at least know that they need to join together so that they can form a collective and we can all praise and make this world better. And we can all heighten the vibrations in this world. That's what it is all about. Everyone getting along, even those that have hurt you. Thank them for the moment. Let it go and move on.
Yes. There's someone
So,
she still needs to forgive in order to be free. I mean, not need, but in order to be free to be totally responsible for her own feelings and her own life, and to go on lighter than she was before. Is there something she really should address in order to evolve to the being she wants to be?
Well, she just needs to we're really waiting on her. She's the one that needs to put out all those cards. We're waiting on her because we already have a selection of people.
Very well.
And for now, it's going to be slow, but there are going to be cases that are going to be needing her assistance. She has a way of getting to people, and she will. It's just that there's so many people that are hurting and don't have direction, and she also needs to help with that.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is there something else she needs to know? Something we didn't talk about? Or something her family or friends need to know from you?
There's so many changes that are going to happen.
Mhm.
There's so many things. So many changes. Traveling is not good. Not yet. So many things with the politics. It's not going to be good until the next election. But all the garbage got to come out in order for there to be a cleaning.
Yes.
All will work out. Her kids, she thinks about her kids a lot. And um, I'm just taking a look right here.
Thank you. She will appreciate it very much, very much.
Thank you. Well, they're all at a stage where they can do things on their own. Her kids are wonderful, but they're just learning about themselves now, and just keep an eye on it, because they're good kids, and anything that's negative would love to ruin them. Um, the different portals that are coming up, you're going to be hearing about it. And the
Yes.
portal with the sun also. Um,
Yes, can you tell more about this?
well, the sun is a portal. When you look at it at a different angle, you will see that it's black.
Mhm.
Or blue. It's circle, and on the outer sides of it is where all the colors are. You would see it as white, and then you see it as yellow. But there's so many colors there. There's pink, there's red, there's orange. They're all there. And when you come and you see them in the portal, you see it as black. But the sunshine, when the sunshine counts because of its power,
Yes.
everything will be affected.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing, this portal? Or is it neutral?
It's a good thing. It's going to help people, but they're trying to block the sun. They're trying to work with the sun and cloud out and make clouds with the chemtrails. They're making clouds. X formation, four lines, crosses. Uh,
Yes.
they're working at things up there, and what they're trying to do is dumb everybody down.
Mhm.
Mm.
How can we use the portal of the sun for the well-being of the planet and the people? How can we as people actively engage in the doorway to something good and better?
Can you repeat that?
How can we as people active, constructive work for the betterness and the goodness of the world by using this portal? How can we use this knowledge of there is a portal in order to make things better?
Okay. Um, I don't know if you've heard, but you are here as a spirit. There
Mhm.
is the portals. Okay, the portals will lead you into another dimension, and these portals will, well, we go all the way up to there's 13 dimensions, up to 15, but you're not there yet. We're
No.
working on the fifth dimension right now, and people fluctuate between the third and the fifth dimension, but that's now because they're ascending. There are others that will stay in the third, and if they don't want change and they just think of materialism and hate and evil, then they're going to implode and do themselves, and you don't have to worry about those. But the people that are changing, making a difference, yeah, it all goes with quantum physics. It all goes with quantum. Um,
With
Harmonic
anything.
reactor, yes. The harmonic reactor, you could take a look at that. Um, the harmonic reactor by Marina Jacobi. She
Yes.
would teach you about the portals, what you want to manifest. The portals help you manifest different things, and you will get. They will come and they will help you. Um, the same way you manifest things, it's like a prayer or like a meditation. You cleanse your mind, you cleanse your heart, you cleanse your feelings. And you have to feel it inside you, what you want desperately to happen, and see it
Yes.
every 3 hours of the day, 3 times a day for 9 days. You can just focus on what you want as long as it is with good intention. And you have to feel it in your heart, see it in your heart, see it first. Feel it in your heart, feel it in your body. And then that message will go into the portal and it will bring out because you're living like 3 lifetimes in one. And the portal, what it does is it creates like three holographic worlds, 3 dimensions for you, the 3 dimension, the fifth dimension, and what you pull out. So that's why if you're coming with anger issues into the fifth dimension, you will create another life portal. And that's what the outcome will be, whether it's negative or whether it's positive. The negative is not going to stand too long because you will implode on your own. Um, but the portals are also dealing with manifestation and being able to travel. You will hear more about that. You will definitely hear more about that. Right now, they're hiding things. Did do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I think so. Can we do as a collective of light workers? Can we join and make it work quicker?
That's what I expect. That's the reason for all the catastrophes that happen, the hurricane, the tornadoes, earthquakes. They all happen because people are not a collective, because they're not praying, because they're not getting along, because they're actually walking away and not doing anything with the heart.
Yes.
They're projecting with the mind. And the portals are what you project. And if you see in your mind certain things, that's what's going to come out. If you have feelings like in the third dimension and it comes through the fifth dimension, like you're angry from the third dimension and you're trying to do your best so you can be in the fifth dimension. That's what we mean by fluctuating. And those are the portals because it all goes with the frequencies, sound and light. You are sound and you are light. If you put your hand underneath a telescope, you will see that you are light. So you know that you're able, capable of having anything and doing anything and feeling great. But you have to look inside you. What is it that's actually stopping you from doing all these things? Why can't you just do it? Or why am I waiting for this person? You're the only one who can make the world move, the mountain move.
And this is kind of meditation.
Mm.
How can we start? How can we be sure that we're doing this meditation a good way? Is it just by we all are probably in groups and with wonderful people who all wants to change the world and make it a better place and help and heal and do hypnosis and do Reiki and do also many things. How can we get them doing the things which works best for us? How can we make sure that we can use this portal quicker and better? Or is there not a way? It's just, is there a
Yeah,
better way than how we do it now?
you have to work on you first. You have to work on you getting all that doesn't belong in there out. Once you
Yes.
clean that out, then easily you'll be able to work on everything else, on making truth come out, on getting people together, on gatherings, on talking to them, on seeing what they like, what they feel, what they want.
Yes.
Everything is a collective. We are all one. If we only acted as if we were all one, everything would be great. But you're here because of the lessons you have to learn. And many times when you've already finished your lesson, you might want like a earthquake to come or to start so that it can bring about change because that's the only time people get together when there's atrocities happening. People pray together, people work together, people help each other eat. They feed each other, they do for each other.
Yes.
Have to work as a collective, have to talk to them. Even if you meet 10 people, hey, at this time, Let's do a meditation, or let's just put a higher vibration out there, and just bring a better vibration into this world, into people's lives. And that there is making a difference.
Is this totally what she needs at this moment?
She needed verification. She needed to know that she was on the right path. She needed to know that her sister loved her and she needed her message. She needs to know that she is also light and love. And she needs to know that she still has years left in her life to keep going.
Yes.
And she can use them wisely. And she can do as much.
She can do as much.
Yes, she can do a lot.
Yes.
But she needed verification, confirmation.
She's very healthy. Can she stay this way?
We taught her what is right and what is wrong. And when things happen, it shows you, it teaches you what you want in life and what you don't want. So you get rid of what you don't want. If it didn't work for you, analyze it and move on. Thank the moment and move on. If you stay there thinking about it, you're not moving on and you're living that day every day. Why do that? You're just stopping yourself from moving forward. Release. You have to release. You have to let go. Breathe. You have to breathe. You will always have. You will never be without. And the children will love you. They'll come around. They're just young, seeing things in a different sight. They're not adults yet, but you can make a difference by changing things with them. You can even be nice to your ex-wife and they see that you try to get along with her. And even if she tries to make you angry and scream, walk away from it. Don't indulge it. Because that's what she would want, so that the kids could be on her side.
That's
Don't
what happens.
indulge. And what does that do to you? It makes you feel worse. And you know, when you walk away and you feel worse, you know it was not something you wanted to do. And you shouldn't have done because you don't feel good about it afterwards. So you can release that. You could forgive her for it. Forgive yourself for being angry and for just acting out. But it's okay. It's okay. Just one another time, a different date, and you see it happening, you see that it's going to get there, that the ego is going to push you there, you walk away. You say, no, I'm not going to let ego get to me or tell me that I should be arguing now and I should be doing this. No, just walk away. Just walk away. Tell your children you love them every day. No matter what, call them up, talk to them. Even if you call and they say they don't want to talk, okay, fine, but you tried.
That's good to say.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good for me to go away, to find another house.
Yes.
Yeah,
If your
thanks.
divorce is over,
No, not yet.
well, when it's over, because you need to know what you feel. Will she say that you abandoned the home if you leave? You have to think about what the lawyer would say to you. If you leave the place, then she'll say that you abandoned the place or that you never walked out. Material is material. Are you able to live on your own is the question. Are you able to pay for another home, or you have to see financially if it's feasible for you, if you're able to do it? Because you don't want to drown yourself, but you don't want to be in a situation where there's a scream out match all the time. You have to just walk away from that argument.
It's not so easy, I think.
Mhm. It depends. What do you want to do? A home you will always have. You don't have to worry about not having. Just see what you want. You're not alone, but only you know what should be done and what shouldn't. What do you want to do? If you're in a situation where they're screaming in front of the children, do you think that's making you look good in front of them?
Mhm.
You can work together, you can speak with her, and if you can't speak to her right now because you might be upset, then don't speak at that moment, or just say, I'm just trying. Or just do what you have to do. Go into your room or go into your office, or only you know what you want to do. Take a look inside. What does your heart tell you you should do? Or do you need to sell the home?
It's maybe the best. Yes, because buying would make her more angry, so it wouldn't work probably.
Well, don't worry about what would work and what wouldn't. What matters is your children. What matters is doing what is right. What matters is see what your heart says. You will always have. If you're fighting for a home, there can always be a fire and you have no more home.
Yes.
But you're still alive and the children are still alive, and what happens then? What matters is that there is love.
Yes.
What will you do is what you have to think about. What you want to see, what you want to happen, see it, feel it. Know it until you feel like crying. Know it, hold it in until you feel so happy about what you see. I know it's hard to imagine, but you can do this. And maybe you might get a different house that you like even more. Something that will make you happy.
Yeah. Most of the time I just cry because I think it's good to let it flow.
hmm Tears are good because they're beginnings.
Yes.
You should always even cry. That's why you have water in your system. It's a cleansing. It's a rebirth. But what do you cry? Why do you cry? What do you feel? There's always so much out there, and you will find someone that is good for you. Don't go looking for it because it will come. A home, you can always get another home. It's material. You can always get another home anywhere. People have homes made of cardboard under a bridge and they're happy. Or in the forest and they're happy. But third dimension is all about acquiring material, thinking that having the most is what makes you happy. But you can have it all. That doesn't make you happy. Does it make you happy if you have it all? Maybe you want to be able to reach for it and take it and know it's there. But do you really use it? Or does it make a big difference? A home is a shelter. It's a house. It's a shelter. It's safety. But you can do that anywhere. You can find that anywhere. I know the memories are in the house. When you first went in there, even if you built it or had something made. But does it really count? Does it make you happy?
Yes, not at the moment. Yeah, it makes me happy. Yeah, though it makes me happy too. Yeah, it's nice to have a view, nature, a comfortable place. It's nice though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that it really makes happy, but it's very nice. It brings you.
It's comforting.
It's comforting and yeah, it's functional, but sometimes too big. Yes, it's too big.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of fight at the moment, so it's not a good thing in that way.
So see inside you. See inside you. What do you really want? Is the house important or are your children important? What matters to you? How is it going to matter to you? Because you can always have another home.
Yes.
And you will still have comfort. And you will be safe and secured and have everything you need and have a kitchen with food and refrigerator and a stove and still feel comfortable. You have to ask yourself if this is just getting back at her or if this is what you really want, if you really want your house.
No, I don't want to keep the house. It's not what I want. No. It's not what I need.
Then you already know your answer.
Yes.
Even if she gets half of the money, then she can buy her own place.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
you know your answer.
Mm-hmm.
She could get upset. She can find a job.
Mm-hmm.
The children are getting older. This is a lesson so that she can also grow. Not only you, but her too. And your children. Because this way they also see that they still have a mother and a father. But it's how you teach them. It's how you communicate with them. It's how you feel. My children know nothing about having a home. They just know their room and they like their space and they know their home.
Yes, that's the most important.
But a home is anywhere they make it. They can go to mom's house, they can go to dad's house, but they'll still be with each of you. And they still will have their rooms.
Some would like to stay with the mom because then they support the mom.
Yeah, but they will have to visit you too. And so even if they stay with the mom, I'm pretty sure you would pick them up to take them out, right? Or have a weekend with them. Yeah. So even if you have another room for them, or they would still have a home to come to.
I sometimes think, well, I really like to be somewhere which feels healthy and natural, with nature around.
The kids would love that too.
Yes, but sometimes think, okay, when it's not close enough, then it's complicating. So I think close is good.
It's up to you, really, what you want. You get the freedom of being in the earth and doing and making a new home, or just living out there and starting all over again. That alone is a big project, and that alone will make you feel good too.
Yes.
But if it's something that you want, sometimes it might not be so far away, and maybe it's to your benefit also. You could have a home office and you can work from home as well. You can see if there's another land that has a home and no one lives there, and you can amplify, make it bigger, extensions, and make it what you want. It's up to you. It's all up to you. Being in that area could be seeing the same neighbors, same people. It depends. What do you want? Is she going to be there? Is she going to have a home there? What do you want?
Yes. Can you tell something about his coughing? Because he always coughs, and it's like he has nose fluid who is always coming in his lungs, and yeah, that's a little bit special that he always has such things like past lives where he drowns, or yeah, it's very weird for him that it has how much, yeah, it always comes back, even if it does hypnosis, if it does Reiki on it, even if it does the tapping, it always stays and comes back.
Mm-hmm. Well, everything is just to make you feel a little bit better. You just have to continue with it. Um, Whenever something with sinus, it could be calcification, because do you eat a lot of carbs? No, carbs like in pasta, bread.
Oh yes, yes, I eat a lot
Okay.
of carbs.
Okay. There's you have to let go of some of that, because that's the reason you get calcification, because of those starches. Cheeses also. Those cheeses, they also cause calcifications as well. So maybe you might want to limit some of that, or maybe eat it 3 times a week, or see how you eat that, and it'll go away. Um, so you have to breathe deeply from your down from your belly button, all the way down from your root chakra. You have to breathe all the way down from there, and try to breathe deeply. But the calcification is because of the starches and because of the cheese. How many times do you eat the cheese?
Well, I don't eat meat, so I eat a lot of cheese.
Hmm. Do you eat fish?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Fish is good, but try to get away from the dairy. At least do it for 2 weeks to see how that works. Or maybe a few days, or, see how it works. The fish will help you. Do you eat a lot of vegetables? Salads?
I tried a lot.
So you have to get away from the dairies a little. You will notice that the calcification will go away, and with that, you will have a lot of the phlegm that comes out
Yes.
come out. You're gonna see it coming out more because it needs to come out. It needs a cleaning. It has to clean it up. If you can drink some distilled water, it'll help you with that. It'll bring everything out. What you can do is eat some salads, some greens. You really need to get some of that inside you. But if you can put it as a shake instead,
Yes.
because then you chew it up even more. The blender will chew up the salads even more, like the spinach and maybe bok choy, or some parsley in there and some cucumber in there, and just so that it can be good for you, some celery, and that'll also help you. I know that it doesn't sound good, but
It
at
tastes
least,
good. Yeah, the spinach is good. It's very nice.
yes, a
And
different
salad too.
change.
I
Yeah.
like it.
So if you could do a shake, and I say shake because even when you chew it, it doesn't really break up in your stomach.
Okay.
But you cannot eat any sweets, like any fruits with your salads.
Yes, it's
Bec-
nice.
yes, because it'll give you a stomach ache. Some people can't hold it, or it'll give you a stomach ache, or you would have too much, it won't be good for you.
To mix the fruit with the.
N- No, do not. You
Okay,
have to
not.
wait an hour. You have to wait an hour.
Yes.
You cannot eat fruit with salad.
Yeah.
You have a lot in your mind, though. You need to just get out of that and stop thinking so much. Just put positive thoughts in there, what you want to happen, because what you have in your mind is what actually comes out.
Mm.
And your heart is a little bit hurting, so
Yes.
you need to stop that. I know it's hurting right now. Bless the moment and let it go. You know what you want. Follow through with it. Well, sometimes, you know, when you love someone else and they don't love you, is because you're making it seem that they're more important
Yes.
than you, that your life is valuable with that person in it. And you're valuable. You need to know that you are valuable, that your life is not valuable because you are in love with someone else, or because they make your day.
Yes. Mm. Yes. Yes. Start to love yourself first, and then beautiful things can happen.
Yes, don't hold on to them things, because if you do, you won't allow the next great thing to come through.
Yes. Mm.
You can always ask the universe for someone that might have had some of those qualities, but you want the qualities that you want because apparently the person is not with you.
Mm.
So you want someone that wants you for you.
Yes, that's true.
So just ask the universe exactly what you want, but let this divorce go through first. You guys are with you. You have You have two guides that are with you.
Yes. I think I know one already, which is Ramonen. And I know also, I think, an angel, which is Francesca, I think. But please.
You have two. One on your top and one on the right.
Yes.
That are guiding you all the time. One is a woman on the top and a man on the right.
Mm-hmm.
They're always helping you and guiding you. I don't. You also have your guardian angel.
Is that Francesca?
No. Well, that's one of your guides. Your guardian angel is, you have Michael there.
Oh,
That's, yeah.
that's very good.
Yeah, Francesca is a guide.
Oh, I thought she was an angel.
Oh,
And
you have your archangels and you have your guides. Archangels are the ones that know everything about you. The guides are the ones that are there to help you. They don't know every lifetime about you like your archangel does.
okay. And is the man, is it Ramonen, or is he called different? Of Ramones, sometimes. Or is it your
Romulus. It's Romulus. Romulus.
Ramoles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's already close. Yes. And how can I work better with them? Because I learned some technique to invite the guides in and out of my aura to learn to feel them. Should I do more of those exercises to communicate, or what? How can I best try to?
You can call upon them anytime, and they're there. They're listening to you at all times. And you might just feel somebody brushing up on you, or a little wind, little air, wind or breeze that goes by you, or someone touching you in the back or on your head.
Yes, that works, and to know that I'm really connected and communicating with them, because that's the feeling is that's very important to know there is someone, but then really connecting in a to know that you get insights which go beyond your ego, to know that it's really insights from them. How can you? Sometimes I think, well, they just want me to take my own steps. On the other hand, I know I'm guided too, but I'm not sure.
They will push you, yeah. But you are guided to do your own things, and when they see that you're not moving, they will push you towards that direction.
Okay.
We're not supposed to tell you exactly what you're supposed to do. We're just supposed to be there as guides.
Yes. Okay. Yes, but how can I then better communicate with them? Because otherwise it's just the push, but not really the communication.
Just meditating more, breathing into it, seeing your heart, seeing that light in your heart, communicating with your guide, whomever it is, because we are a collective. We don't really have names. We only have names because we might see a name that you know and might sound familiar, and we'll adapt that name. But we're just known by numbers. We don't really. But yes, you do know us by certain names. Because that's how you would know us even more. and you will differentiate that from someone else. Just see your heart more. See it in your heart. Feel them. Because your guides are always there.
Yes.
You're never without them. Even when you feel alone. That's when you should talk to them more.
How can we make sure that Roslyn, when she comes back, that she feels totally optimal, because she's staying already so long with all my questions? So I'm afraid that I overdid a little bit. So how can we make sure that she's totally refreshed?
Yeah, just your suggestions when you
Okay.
bring her back. Just suggest that she is awake, that she is energetic, that she anything positive that you can
Yes.
suggest as you bringing her back would assist her. Make sure that you also put in there a suggestion in reference to her work, her
Yes.
hypnosis,
Yes.
to encourage her more to. We need that push so
Yes.
that
Good.
she can get it done. So in your suggestion, you can just put all of that in there, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You
And
are
then
a
we
loving soul. You are a loving soul. And know that you're not alone, that you're love and that you're light. And that light represents Source. And we are always with you. We are the collective.
before we go back, we really take a very deep, beautiful breathing. We fill it, we fill each other up with this beautiful light, this beautiful love, and with the knowledge we got from your guide and from the divine source itself. You can fill yourself up with all this light and love, and knowing that you're so important and that all the work, hypnosis work and the healing work you want to do is ready for you, and that you only need this one push, this one start to put yourself first and to put your cards on the table and to be ready for the people who are ready for you and are waiting to be helped. So know that sometimes your dream and your passion should go first, and that you can ask to your relatives to get you to give you the space in order to start what you really want to do. Not start, but really to push through, to go through, and to know that's what you really want and you really need. And that's what is meant to be for you, and that's what's going to help so many people who need your help. And while you put all this confidence in yourself, and you know that all the knowledge you have already doesn't need to grow, but you just need to act and start doing the thing you want to do. Be confident and act, because it's in acting that you create that thing that you really want, the expression of all you know already. And it's by doing that you will get more and more knowledge, and that your guides will help you each time. And even the guides of your clients will help you. And you will get new insight, which will be very personal. So you will create your own guidance system. You will be what you admire in others, because you will get all this knowledge through your work. So be open for it and be persistent. No, it's what they want you to do, and no, it's that what you're meant to do, and you will love it more and more. But make the time for yourself, make the space, and give yourself the validation to go on with that, what is really meant for you. While you breathe all of this in, we energize your body more and more. We fill it with love. We fill it with light. We will fill it also with more self-empowerment. See it as a bright golden color, which comes down from the top all the way down to your feet, and feel how you can ground yourself more and more. Feel this connection with the earth. And in a while, I'm gonna count, bring you back, and know that you have this beautiful connection with your sister. And I'm gonna count you back. 10. Getting more and more breath in your lungs, oxygen. 9. Feeling lighter. And let it flow. Let the oxygen flow to all of your body parts. Breathe it in and let it enlighten your whole body. 8. Feel how joyful it is to have this regeneration of all your cells. 7. Feel the joy of the connectiveness with your family is going to happen. Feel it coming closer and closer. 7. Feel also the joy of the work you're gonna do. Feel how much joy it will bring to you, how important you will feel for the work you do. 6. Be that person you always wanted to be. Feel the smile around your mouth. 5. Feel wonderful. Feel joyful. Feel regenerated. 4. You are totally up in the sky, feeling wonderful. 3. You feel grounded though. You're very connected. You feel strong. 3. Your arms are open to the sky. You feel like this beautiful tree. 2. All the leaves are open, and they take all the sun and all the oxygen, and you feel the glucose flowing through you, and you feel your bloodstream. You feel more and more energetical, alive, joyful. 1. You're there now, back in your place, right awake, and nothing will bother you anymore. No sad memory will stay. You're totally refreshed, new, and wonderful. And you're totally loved by the universe and your guides. Thank you.
Oh my God.
That
I
was
feel so
wonderful. Yeah, there were very sad moments too. But you were so guided
golly.
by your guides and by the universe itself, by the creator the whole time.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my goodness. I
Oh,
feel like I was sleeping.
yes. Yeah, that's good.
So,
And
so how
and
are you doing? How was it?
for me it was very joyful. Oh, I got so much insights from you.
Did you?
And yes, and not only for me, also for you, and especially for many people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You really connected very well, very
Mm-hmm.
deep, very interesting. Yeah,
I gotta hear it in order to know it because
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You will. Yeah, you have the recording, so it's you who's
I
taking
feel,
it up, so it's good.
yeah, I feel a little dizzy. I guess it
Yes.
was a lot, you know.
It was, yeah, yeah. It's now almost 12 here, and
Oh my gosh.
we started at 20 past 7 with talking.
Uh-huh.
So it's a long recording. I hope your computer can take it.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I got 2 hours here. I don't know why I got 2 hours here. Huh.
Which is good, which is good. Yeah. Oh, it's good.
But it was good. I saw my sister.
This is good.
Yeah, so we're going to. So it's what time over there? 12 o'clock?
Almost 5 before.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's not a real
sorry.
problem. No, no, no. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
This is much fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it's good.
Oh, well, that's good. Uh, I just remember I remember the suggestions. They were really good. I remember I saw like this big, humongous, like guide or guardian.
Oh.
He was so big and humongous, and he was like white and talking hair,
Hmm.
and yeah, he was like checking to see,
Whether
like
you are still okay.
yeah, you're gonna need a good awakening because you've been out for a while.
Yeah, yeah, I asked some guidance to be sure that you got what you needed to come back because I thought, yeah, I put you so long under and you was deep. I
Uh-huh.
thought, yeah, it might be good to get some info. It's
Definitely.
always nice because yeah, you were so guided. It's always nice then to just
Yeah.
request some help. It's always
Oh
good.
no. Everyone always does that to me. But that's good because they all say, "Oh, you know you're a channeler?" I said, "What?"
Yes, 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 yes.
I said, "Oh, okay." But I'm glad. I'm glad that if you needed answers, you got your answers, I was
Did you
like,
remember all the questions or did you fell
maybe like
away partly?
I just remember my sister.
You
Do you
want to review it?
Yeah, did you understand the message or anything
Yes,
that, oh,
very
okay,
much. Yeah,
oh,
very
okay.
much. Yeah, it was yeah, it was even if the creator was talking about great things for everyone, sometimes it really felt like it was also for me very much. It was
Hmm.
yeah, it was very clear. Yeah, it was very
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Very and it was so loving and so wise. So it was
yeah.
really wise.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm like, I don't remember
It was
it.
so good. Yeah.
I just remember opening my mouth and talking.
Yes, but that's good. That's
Hmm.
yeah.
Oh,
Then you have the
thank
good
you.
vibes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was meditating and I was making sure that I didn't eat anything too heavy so that I wouldn't be densed for the uh,
Yes.
for the session. That's why. So
That's good.
thank
That's
you.
good. Okay. So